Hi guys, it's Kate, and today I'm going to be doing a book review on Burn for Burn, but first I want to say something. I have been it's been kind of exciting starting this YouTube channel and having you guys comment on my videos, and I've been reading them and your comments have been great, but I can't really reply to them because of the Google Plus and YouTube contract, and my Google Plus isn't working, so I'm trying to fix that and figure it out. But for right now, I'm not going to be able to reply to your comments, so if I don't say anything back, I'm really sorry. But there was one person that asked about book outlet and how they're kind of scared of the scratch and dent section. I was too at first, but after I did buy something because it was really cheap, it turns out that there's hardly ever anything wrong with the book. Maybe the cover will be a little bent or scratched, or a page will be ripped barely, and it takes like $5 off the book. So it's really good. You do need to buy quite a few books, maybe 4 or 5, just to make the shipping cost worth it, but then again, it is really cheap, and so that's where I'm starting to buy all my books from. But let's get on to the actual video. So someone requested that I do Burn for Burn by Jenny Han and Siobhan Vivain. I finished this one, I think it was last week, and it was really good. I'm really excited to get the second one when it comes out in paperback because I want my covers to match, and the covers are super pretty. Yay! But anyways, so this one is about 3 girls who live on an island that try to get revenge on these, I think it was an ex-friend, an almost boyfriend, and an ex-bully. Yes, and so it takes, each chapter is a different girl's point of view. There is Lilia, Mary, and Kat. Lilia and Kat used to be really good friends with Rennie, I think. I don't know how to pronounce her name either. This book has a lot of really confusing names in it. But yes, they were friends until their freshman year, and they kind of kicked Kat out of their group, which I think is really uncalled for. But Kat ended up getting into a pretty bad group of friends. It was her brother and her brother's friends, and they do drugs and things like that. And then Lilia is the super rich girl who lives on the super fancy side of the island, and everyone loves her, and she's best friends with the cheer captain and all that fun stuff. And then we have Mary, sweet little Mary, and she used to live on the island, but then she got bullied a lot, and so she tried to commit suicide, and then she moved back to the mainland for a while and came back to the island for her junior and senior years. So these girls, they don't really know each other, or they don't really get along, but because they all want to get revenge on somebody, they kind of join together. And I think that was really neat, because that really does happen a lot, where a couple girls or a couple guys, or even some girls or guys, or just some people in general, will become really close just because of a couple things they have in common. So that's really neat. So Kat, like I said, she's in a really bad group of people, and so the person she tries to get revenge on, she kind of ruins things for them, but she also helps Mary, and that one involves drugs, and it did not turn out well, and there are a lot of things that went like drastically wrong for Kat and Mary's people. Lilia, however, she got revenge on somebody who is her friend, but there are rumors from Kat that he's messing around with her little sister, and she's not okay with that, so she tries to get revenge on him. Mary's the one that tries to get revenge on the bully, and because she was really large and stuff in elementary school or middle school, he didn't recognize her when she came back for high school because she was super skinny and beautiful. And so she kind of uses that as camouflage, so that when she does her revenge, nobody guesses that it's her because nobody knows who she is. And then Kat's kind of just, she's the leader of this. She wanted to do it in the first place. She wanted to get revenge on her person and invited Lilia to join in because she saw Lilia and her little sister together. And then Mary, they kind of just picked her up on the side of the road the other day before they started planning. So she just kind of became a part of the group as well. they're really different people, and I think that's really neat when they all come together. But so yeah, that's the plot and the characters, and I thought that was really interesting, and I thought it was a lot of fun to read about because I don't think I've ever actually read a book about revenge or groups of friends coming together. So it was a lot of fun. So I gave this book, I think it was 4 stars because how it was absolutely amazing, but there wasn't very much Mary. She was my favorite character, and even though the chapters were from the different girls' points of views, I would just assume, maybe it's just me, but I figured you would just assume that they would all have equal chapters, but that's not what happened. Most of it was Lilia and Kat, and it went back and forth between Kat and Lilia for a really long time before Mary came, and her chapters were super short compared to Kat and Lilia's. Hers were only 2 or 1 pages sometimes, and Kat and Lilia had 10 to 15 pages. So I was kind of disappointed in that, and that's the only reason it has 4 stars instead of 5. But this book was absolutely, I've said it a lot of times, but it was absolutely amazing, and I want to recommend this book to, like, I don't know, a lot of people, anybody, everybody has to read this book because that is how good it was. Alright, bye guys.